everybody. I'm Dr. Anthony James. I'm the director, medical director, chief medicine elder, medicine man of the Native American Indigenous Church, located right here in beautiful Brooksville, Florida. The NAIC operates several different schools, and I'm going to talk to you about those schools here in a second. It's the SCNM, the Thai Yoga Center, and Learn Thai Yoga online for now. SCNM, Somaveda College of Natural Medicine, is a authorized degree granting institution operating under exemption with the Florida Department of Education, Commission on Independent Education in Schools. Thai Yoga Center is a registered Ayurveda college and Ayurveda school offering Ayurveda related, but specifically our focus is on Thai Ayurveda. But we also teach Tibetan and classic Indian Ayurveda within our program, and Learn Thai Yoga online, which is an omnibus online program for those who cannot physically get to class. We're college, we're schools and graduates having a big impact. So far today, over 20,000 graduates from our program from various certificate and degree programs. And they are having an impact both for themselves, for their families, and for their communities. And really, my job today is to welcome you and to invite you to be part of our community. NAIC, just for the record, is Native American Indigenous Church, Inc. We are a federally recognized Native American FBO Church Indigenous Tribal Organization. Wow, what a mouthful. NAIC was established to provide our community with service, education, spiritual fellowship, and healing, to protect the practice of Mother Earth-based Native American spiritual traditions, ceremony, and sacred practices. And not just a few. We're not a ceremonial church only doing a couple of Native ceremonies. We want to preserve and teach the whole gamut of what constitutes indigenous and traditional Native medicine. Okay? To protect the practice of Mother Earth-based Native American spiritual traditions, ceremony, sacred practices, indigenous and natural medicine ways. NAIC is a Florida State Incorporated, not-for-profit, 508c1a compliant FBO church and an integrated auxiliary of the Priory of Saving Grace under the Holy Apostolic Church of the East Chaldean Syrian Rite Diocese of the Sacred Medical Order of the Church of Hope, which is a long way of saying that we are an authentic, legitimate church up one side and down the other, and we have formal recognitions, affiliations, and or auxiliary status with some pretty large religious organizations. Our school is not just a school, it's a movement. Aside from the students who've joined our diverse programs, it's all the people who've been helped by our graduates. It's the people our graduates have worked with, counseled, treated, and ministered to, which is hundreds of thousands of people. If you take the fact that we've had over 20,000 students graduate from one program or another since 1984, and then you take into account the number of people that they lay hands on, that they minister to, that they counsel with, that they bring therapy, functional medicine to every day, it's hundreds of thousands of people every day. We're a movement, an elegant, sophisticated, and evolving approach to health, healing, and healthcare. Our mission is to play a crucial role in improving health, happiness, and well-being, and through that process to create an expanding effect that transforms the world for the better. Right now, during these trying times that all of us are going through, and you know what I mean, we need improved health. We need happiness. So many people are stressed and depressed right now. We need well-being. Well-being is the foundation of health. And through that process, we need to create an expanding effect that transforms the world for the better. In fact, we have no choice but to do that. Part of what I want to do here is invite you to be part of that solution that the world so desperately needs. First, starting for yourself and your family, then spiraling out to your immediate community, your clients, your patients, your neighbors, and then from that to wider communities around the world. The simple truth is what we do has a global impact. Even in our program, we've had students from 31 different countries over the years. Yes, that's been somewhat restricted this past year, but it does not change the fact that we've had a global impact, that we're still networking with our international friends and family and organizations, with the clinics and hospitals and clinics and therapeutic venues that we've established or helped to establish in several countries around the world, including some U.S. territories like Puerto Rico. And we are still working from the mindset that we can have an impact far beyond the edge of our property or the edge of our clinic. The world is watching what we do. People like us, we're source people. We can't hide in the shadows. We can't quarantine or lock or restrict ourselves in such a way that it keeps us from being able to be available to be the healing resources that we're meant to be. And this is only going to grow. The need for this is only going to continue. Samaveda integrated traditional therapies is literally ancient healing for modern times. And anyone who thinks that the anachronistic or ancient or old-fashioned native and indigenous healing ways are no longer valid in the era of the digital era, or in the era of the RNA, DNA vaccines, and so on and so forth, you are just really sadly misinformed. In fact, these indigenous traditional therapies may ultimately be the only things that will work for the vast majority of people. And I would so love to be able to teach these things to you. Soon you'll find yourself part of a community of like-minded people. That's what you're going to find. You come to SCNM or the Thai Yoga Center, it's going to be like a breath of fresh air as you find yourself surrounded by like-minded people. A community of people like you who do not just value health, but who want to do something about it. People who value health and healing, non-invasive, natural, therapeutic approaches, who eat healthy food and value healthier lifestyles. This year, you will receive great support. We are a supportive community. We not only have the techniques, the vinyasa, the therapeutic protocols, we also have the assessments. We also have the nutrition. We also have the energy psychology, the emotional, mental, and psychologically valid health modalities that are non-invasive and not drug-based. We have many, many tools in our tool chest to bring healing to the world. We're like 1,000-armed Kuan Yin. We have 1,000 tools and 1,000 hands to bring healing to those around us. And this is also a path to a new career for yourself. If you're looking to get out of mainstream medicine, which you are no longer happy with at this point, maybe for obvious reasons, we can help you with that transition. If you're looking to get into healthcare and you have no previous experience, we can help you do that. We've expanded opportunities to have a right livelihood and share compassion and love through health and healing ministry. You now have to share, okay? And see, the thing about right livelihood is right livelihood means that the way you're making a living for yourself is as good for you as the people you work with, maybe better. It's good for you. It doesn't cause you to get sick or ill or mentally deficient or depressed or anxious or become a drug or alcohol addict. It doesn't do any of those things. Your way of making a living should be really good for you and should be really good for your health. What we teach fits that criteria. The longer you do it, the more you practice what we teach, the healthier you're going to be. And you're going to still be able to make a living. Healers and true medicine practitioners, native and indigenous therapists, have always survived and have always been able to make contributions and make a living, no matter what's happened. This is not the first difficult time in the world in the last 1,000 or 2 years, and it's not likely to be the last in the next 1,000 or 2 years. People like us, therapists, healers, physicians, practitioners who practice true medicine, will always be one of the most valuable resources that the world has to offer. This program will give new meaning, direction, clarity, and purpose to your life. Transition into a genuine holistic medicine way of making a living, or bring new dimensions to your existing ministry or therapeutic practice. You will learn how to connect your spirit, your thoughts, actions, and deeds, your practical expression of love, care, and compassion to your everyday life. Literally, we define the work that we do as the practical expression of loving kindness. What tools and systems do we have to share and support you with? Well, Somaveda integrated traditional therapies, religious therapeutics include, not limited to, Somaveda Thai Yoga Therapy, with 5 different professional certification programs from beginner to certified teacher, and Learn Thai Yoga online with both continuing education and some professional certification programs if you can't go to a live class. We teach classical Ayurveda. We have 5 pro certification courses and 5 SCNM college degrees for associate to doctorate, and Ayurveda lifestyle counselor, Ayurveda health consultant, Ayurveda yoga therapist, and Doctor of Ayurveda PhD. Native and Indigenous Traditional Medicine under NAIC Tribal Org. We have ongoing traditional medicine teachings and practice in every program. Create the sacred ministry of healing you dream possible. Use NAIC Legal Shield, authorizes and supports your ministry, therapy, and healing practice. So our Legal Shield, the legal authorizations which NAIC is able to offer graduates, authorize and support your ministry, therapy, and healing practice. That alone is worth the cost of admission. Traditional natural medicine, nature cure, and sacred eating and nutrition. Our new Barefoot Doctor of Arts in Traditional and Indigenous Medicine, DSTIM, with Ayurveda emphasis degree program. That's our fast-track bare bones doctorate, which you can do hypothetically, depending on how dedicated you are, between 7 and 10 months, 12 tops. So if you want to become a source person with a doctorate, able to work as a natural medicine physician as quickly as possible, the Bare Bones program is the way to do it. We designed that program modeled after the original Barefoot Doctors program from the PRC in the 1970s to create a way to cover the fundamentals of indigenous medicine from 12 different disciplines with an emphasis in Ayurveda especially, to get you into a healing practice at a high level as quickly as possible. Yes, we have longer and more comprehensive degree programs. For example, our Doctor of Sacred Natural Medicine program includes not only the basic science courses, but 50 different modalities, and it is a true nature cure doctorate program and qualifies you for the national boards for naturopathic physician. But the fastest way to get a doctorate and a degree through SCNM is with the Barefoot Doctors program. And then we have a clinical specialist technician program, which is in our St. John POC, Vitalogy Health and Wellness Assessment program, which is an in-house diagnostic kit and lab for individuals and group practices to screen for the top 100 catastrophic conditions, syndromes, and diseases. And basically, I want to say for all the things that we are labeling as pre and comorbidities that put you at risk or at severe risk for severe consequences from contagious respiratory illnesses that happen to be a big topic right now. Last but not least, we, the NAIC Tribal Organization, provide our graduates with our Legal Shield, a ministry-based legal umbrella that allows an unfettered and/or unrestricted legal umbrella to practice in all 50 states, U.S. territories, and is recognized in over 100 countries, additionally outside of the U.S. And in fact, if you're in our college, when you're ready to graduate, you can actually specify virtually any country in the world to have reciprocity for your medical degree, and we are happy to furnish that to you. Thanks for joining our mission. Again, from my heart, I welcome you to SCNM and Thai Yoga Center and Learn Thai Yoga under our NAIC Tribal Organization umbrella. Thank you so much and have a terrific day. Give me a call if you want to schedule a personal consultation. You can email me if you have any questions. And other than that, I look forward to meeting you and seeing you in class.